Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read this book, which was written by a dear friend of mine named Elaine Bass. And the name of the book is Sally and 36 Cents. Once upon a time, there was a lady named Sally. Sally was homeless, but had many friends. One day, while on her travels, Sally noticed a beautiful green couch behind a thrift store. Sally was happy. She began to dance around and around. Sally walked up to the front door, and before she could enter, a lady working by the name of Tara stepped out and said, "Go away. You cannot come in here, for you are much too dirty. Now go, shoo, shoo," as she slammed the door closed. Standing outside as the rain started to fall, Sally became very sad and began to cry, so Sally left. The next day, while on her travels, Sally had an unexplainable urge to return to the thrift store. Maybe I should ask about the couch one more time, she thought. On this day, a different lady named Rose was working. Before Sally could reach the door, Rose greeted Sally and welcomed her to come in. Sally said, "Hi, my name is Sally," as she introduced her two friends, Rudy and JJ. "Ma'am, I was wondering, what are you going to do with that beautiful green couch out back?" "Oh, the one out back by the dumpster," replied Rose. "Yes," said Sally, "I would love to buy it, but I only have 36 cents. "Please keep your money," Rose kindly interrupted. "We couldn't sell it anyway. It's yours to have, and we can probably even deliver it to you free of charge." "I live a few miles from here," said Sally, "and I would forever be so grateful." "Oh, look, it's Skip, our delivery man. He just arrived," said Rose. "Skip, would you ever so kindly assist my new friend Sally? She needs the green couch out back delivered to her home." "Sure," said Skip. "I'd love to help." So Skip and Sally headed to the back to load up the old green couch. "Watch out, Sally," shouted Skip. "This couch is a little heavier than it looks." Soon the couch was loaded, and off they went. While driving down the road, Skip kindly mentioned to Sally, "You know, Sally, I have seen you around the city a time or two. We have a lot of nice items in the store we could donate. If you'd like, you can come back sometime and take a look around. By the way, Sally, where did you get that big coat you are wearing?" "It was my husband's coat, but you know, I could probably use a new hat," Sally said with a smile. Skip winked back and replied, "A new hat it is." They continued to drive, and Skip asked, "Where are we going?" "Oh, just a little further down the road, beyond the trees," replied Sally. "Nobody lives down this road," as Skip looked worriedly at Sally. "Oh, Skip, we are almost there. There's a piece of land close by where I lived long ago. My house burned down, so you can't see it from here." Skip patiently continued to drive. "Ah, here we are," said Sally. Skip stopped and unloaded the old green couch. "Hey, Sally, remember what I said? If you ever need help, you know where to go." Sally smiled and said, "Thank you, Skip," as she humbly placed the 36 cents into the palm of his hand. Skip smiled and said, "No, you hold on to that, Sally, and take care of yourself," as he jumped back into the truck. Skip looked back at Sally and exclaimed, "See you around, Sally." Sally smiled, waved, and said goodbye as the harvest sun began to set. That night, Sally slept like a baby, just as cozy as could be. In the middle of the night, Sally was awakened by the sound of jingle jingle. Why, her 36 cents had fallen out of her pocket and in between the couch cushions. Suddenly, Sally sat straight up. "Oh no," said Sally frantically. "God, please help me to find my 36 cents. While Sally was searching for a change, she felt something very strange between the cushions. Sally wondered what it could be. Much to her surprise, she began pulling out stacks and stacks of money. It was far too much for Sally to count. Sally could not sleep the rest of the night. She became restless and filled with worry. I must do the right thing and return the money, she thought. So Sally stuffed the money back into the couch and tried to sleep on it. The next morning couldn't come quick enough. Sally rushed to the thrift store to tell the news. As Sally reached the front of the stairs, the door swung open. Here you are again, yelled Tara, standing at the door. I told you never to come back here. Now go. So that is exactly what Sally did. Sally ran as fast as she could into the city to find her homeless friends. Into the alleys she went. Her friends were very smart, and some were once doctors and lawyers, too. They sat down with Sally and gave her some very wise advice. Sally, this money is rightfully yours, they said. Do with it what you choose. Sally looked around at her friends and said, Hey, I have a great idea. As her friends looked at her in amazement and some disbelief, Sally announced, I am going to have a shelter built for all my friends. So it was done. The shelter was finished, and all of her friends were settled in. But something was still missing. Sally felt in her heart that there was some unfinished business. Sally, Rudy, and JJ, along with her new friend Spots, decided to return to the thrift store as she had promised she would never forget her faithful friends. As Sally entered the thrift store, no one recognized her. Tara kindly welcomed her in. Hi, my name is Sally. I am here to see Rose and Skip and to buy a new hat. As Sally told her story to Rose and Skip, she invited them both for dinner. Before leaving, Sally's change of heart led her back to invite Tara for dinner as well, for Sally was taught to love everyone. At the table, Sally said grace. God, thank you for this meal, my friends, this home, and God, thank you for 36 cents. Amen. And so it went. Sally continued to share the wealth. Thank you very much for spending time with me today.